Swiggity swag, what's in the bag? Jay here, bringing you guys some more Dragalia Lost here on the channel. And late last night, they announced a big change coming to the game. Like, this is bigger than big. This is huge. Okay, this is huge. Okay, like, this is actually legitimately huge. This is probably my favorite change coming to the game. This is something that I've been wanting for a while now, especially after I dropped 17k Wyrmprints for Albert, and first of all didn't get him, and second of all got pity broken several times by 5-star Wyrmprints. So the change that they're making to the game, they are changing the way summoning works in the game, and now Wyrmprints will no longer show up in summon showcases, meaning that when you go and you click on summon, you will not be getting any Wyrmprints ever. Okay, you will only be pulling adventurers and dragons, and to me that is such a crucial change to the game. Okay, so I'm gonna go ahead and talk about like my thoughts first of all, and then I'll just like talk about the actual post that they made on their website and everything. So when it comes to this game, or when it comes to this game from a consumer point of view, from a player's point of view, it's like, why did Wyrmprints have such a high rate to begin with? Like, it made no sense. Like, why is it that we're more likely to get a Wyrmprint than an adventurer or a dragon? Like, I get that they tried to like lump adventurers and dragons together, but you know, separately it made no sense, because the most important part of the game is the adventurer. Like, you can play the game without a dragon. You can play the, well, I mean, you wouldn't want to play the game without a dragon, but you can play the game without a dragon. You can play the game without Wyrmprints, but you can't play the game without an adventurer. Like, you need an adventurer to play the game. So the fact that Wyrmprints were a higher rate, I'm like, we don't even need these things. I mean, the art is phenomenal, by the way, but like, we don't even need these things. Why are we more likely to get Wyrmprints and stuff? Like, why is it that whenever I see a 5-star, my immediate reaction is Wyrmprint, and then lo and behold, it's a Wyrmprint, right? Like, and then we get pity broken too, which is terrible. So why? Like, that makes no sense. But from a company's point of view, it makes perfect sense. It's like, well, let's make the rates for adventurers lower so then people will summon more, so people will spend more money. That's the whole point. But on the flip side, if people summon all the time and they only pull Wyrmprints and stuff, they're gonna quit the game. I have seen several people, as good as this game is, Dragalia is probably one of the best gachas I have played to this day, and still I've seen people quit this game because the Wyrmprint rates were so high and summoning was just terrible. Like, it was just bad. You couldn't get yourself a 5-star adventurer. You might be able to get a 4-star adventurer, but sometimes you want the 5-star, so then you go for the 5-star and then you end up with a 5-star Wyrmprint, and it's just like, well, what's the point, you know? And then you put money into the game and it's not rewarding, essentially, so people just quit the game. But this change here is massive. Wyrmprints will no longer be showing up in summon showcases. Now, they're not getting rid of Wyrmprints completely, they're just removing them from summons. Like, honestly, I would have been okay if they put them in their own separate banner, but they didn't. They just said, we're just gonna take them off the banner completely, which I am totally cool with. I'm totally cool with that, because I burned 17k Wyrmprints for Albert, which was a mistake on my part, but still, not pulling anything but Wyrmprints, boy, gosh, dog, I was pissed. I was so pissed, dude. Like, that video hurt me so much, man. Anyways, so let's go ahead and go to the website and let's look at it. Let's see all the changes, because they're changing the way that we're getting Wyrmprints as well, and they're changing the amount of Eld water we receive when we pull dupe adventurers and, you know, part ways with dragons and stuff as well. So this is crazy, right? So anyways, so background information, we received a lot of feedback since the game's release regarding summoning and adventurer building. The team has been reviewing this feedback and implementing it in a form of overall game balance, but have not yet been able to improve summoning in a way to really satisfy players. So therefore, in order to create a game that you, the players, can enjoy even more, we're changing how summoning works. To go along with this, we'll also be changing how you can acquire Wyrmprints as well as the amount of Eld water you'll get. So, summon changes. Wyrmprints have appeared in summon showcases since launch, but after this update, they will no longer appear when summoning. I read those words and I was freaking out on stream, dog. Okay, even though Wyrmprints will no longer appear in some showcases, the total appearance rate for each rarity will remain unchanged as described below. So the rates don't change, like the rates that, you know, adventurers and dragons appear and stuff like that, or 5-star, 4-star, 3 stars appear. That's not going to change, which I'm cool with that. I'm fine with that. I'd rather pull a dragon or a dupe dragon. I'd rather pull a dupe adventurer at this point over a Wyrmprint, because that's Eldwater, dog. I'm just saying. Anyways, so for the appearance rates of featured adventures and dragons after these changes are put into effect, there you go. Check the appearance rates for individual showcases after maintenance starting at April 25th, 2019 / April 26th, 2019. Bam. So later this month. Acquiring Wyrmprints. You'll be able to exchange Eldwater for Wyrmprints from the in-game shop. This includes Wyrmprints that have previously appeared in summon showcases, meaning that I can fully unbind my Crystal Envoy. I think that's the one with or Crystallian Envoy? No, or Crystal Envoy? I can't remember which one it is that has Lily on it, but I really want to fully unbind that one because I really like that Wyrmprint, by the way. We also plan on making it so there's a low chance of acquiring some Wyrmprints, including 5-star Wyrmprints from quests. That's dope. That's good. That is so good. So check below for the amount of Eldwater required for acquiring Wyrmprints from the shop. So in order to get a 5-star Wyrmprint, you need, for the first trade, you need 4,000. Then for the second trade, 6,000. And then for third, fourth, and fifth, you need 9,000. And then after the fifth one, on the 6th Wyrmprint onward, the required Eldwater will reset. So then from this, on the 6th one, you'll need 4,000, and then 6,000, and 9,000, 9,000, 9,000, and then it will reset again. So that's dope. Okay, that's amazing. First of all, this is relatively cheap, right? This is relatively cheap for 5-star Wyrmprints. So yes, like I'm about it. I'm totally about this, right? I'm totally about this. And then they're making changes to the Eldwater acquired. So if you pull a dupe adventurer, then you got Eldwater for it. But now we're gonna get more Eldwater now. So for a 5-star, before we used to get 3,000 for a dupe. Now we get 8,500 Eldwater for a dupe. That's crazy. And then for a 4-star, before we got 1,000 Eldwater, now we get 2,200 Eldwater. But there will be no changes to 3-star adventurers and dragons, or selling Wyrmprints or parting ways with dragons or anything like that, because I mean they're 3 stars. They're very, very common. So you know, it is what it is. And then we're getting a gift of Eldwater as well. So see, conditions: before the changes were implemented, you received Eldwater for summoning a duplicate 4-star or 5-star adventurer, and before the changes were implemented, you received Eldwater for parting ways with a 4-star or 5-star dragon you summoned. So I don't know, if you part ways with a 5-star dragon, that's crazy, unless you had hella dupes. But wowee. So players will receive them following Eldwater amounts for each adventurer or dragon that meet the conditions described above according to its rarity. So if you pulled a dupe 5-star before, you'll get 5,500 Eldwater, and then if you pulled a dupe 4-star before, you'll get 1,200 Eldwater, which I pulled 3 Maribels. Okay, I pulled Maribel 3 different times. Okay, that is hella Eldwater for me, and I'm about it. Okay, so they're gonna give this gift you know, at the end of April, April 25th, 26th, you know, whatever, and then a thank you gift as well. So they're gonna be giving us a thank you gift of 4,500 Wyrmite and then 25k Eldwater. That's crazy. That is crazy. That's insane. Like, they're just like, hey, thanks for playing our game. Here's 3 tenfolds worth of Wyrmite. Bro, that's fire. That is fire. Oh my gosh, like I love it. I love it so much. And then we also have confirmation about Fire Emblem Heroes, the collaboration, Fire Emblem Lost Heroes. So after maintenance starting 8 p.m. April 25th, 2019 PT, and then 3 a.m. Oh, 3 a.m. Okay. And then it goes from April to May. Okay, so it goes from April 26th to May 13th, or April 25th to May 13th, April 26th to May 14th. So, I mean, those times, you know, whatever. Just April 25th, 26th, the game is going to get pretty dang on hectic, and I advise everybody to at least pick up the game and re-roll. Oh my goodness, bruh. This is crazy. This is actually legitimately crazy, okay? Like I said, Dragalia is the one game that I've played where they actually listen to the player base, right? They listen to the player base and they implement changes that actually help the player, right? They want people to play their game. They want people to continue to play the game and have fun. And I think this is such a great way to do it. You know, like they're not going backwards like some other games are. Like, again, like I play Smash Rising, and it's like, I feel like Smash Rising could be a decent game if they fix the issues if they fix the actual issues instead of fixing something else in order to try to make themselves more money. It's like, I get that they're trying to make money, but like, people are quitting the game. Like, people have already quit the game. You got to do something to make people play the game again, right? And you know, Dragalia, I'm pretty sure they knew that people were quitting the game and stuff like that. I mean, like, I love the game as it. I mean, I love the game, but like, summoning in this game was a chore. It was terrible. It was bad. It was awful, honestly. Like, and that's weird because I love summoning and gachas. Summoning is literally my favorite part of a gacha. It is my favorite part. It's always exciting to you know, see what I get from a summon. But when it came to Dragalia, it's like I never had any interest in summoning on most banners, right? The only banners I ever had an interest in summoning on were dragon banners, because the Wyrmprint rates were lower on those banners, and so I can at least walk away with a dragon, right? And somehow I walked away with 2 unfeatured dragons, but they were dragons and not Wyrmprint, and so I was happy. I was so happy with that. But for for whatever reason, they just did not want to change the rates of which Wyrmprint appeared. Well, actually, no, they did. I think they changed them with the last banner, the Hunt for Harmony or whatever banner. They changed them. They changed it to where adventurers were, I think the adventurers were a little bit higher, at least featured adventurers. I'm not sure, I can't remember, but I don't know. This change here is huge, and I'm totally about it. You know, I'm totally about it. I'm totally with it, and I love it. I love it so very much. But anyways, that's what I wanted to talk about today. Man, I'm so happy. Dragalia just might be one of the best gachas I have played to date. All right, I've like, wow, they are making some really big changes. I'm hoping to see some more collaboration with other games in the future. This game is it's only been 6 months, and this game is already improved so much, which is crazy, because I feel like Rising is like the same age, and boy, that game is a dumpster fire right now. Anyways, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you guys did, don't forget to hit the like button down below to show your support in the comments below. Let me know what you guys think of these changes. If you've quit the game before, do you think you'll be coming back to the game when the Fire Emblem banner drops and stuff? Again, let me know in the comments below. If you're new around here, you like what you see, and you want to see more, hit the subscribe button down below, ring the bell so you know when I upload here on the channel. With that, I am out. Thank you guys for watching. Also, you guys probably noticed that my name has changed. I'll talk about that tomorrow. But yeah, see you guys later. Peace.